This angle is weird. We all know holding the phone like this, up slims us down. But this angle just makes me look like I get kind of wide or something at the bottom. And we all know I'm about this big, right? But listen, I'm gonna do this last round filming real quick. Sometimes I do my OCD rituals and my cleaning with gloves on. Sometimes I just get my hands all stupid and raw and yucky and itchy and burning and stuff. Because I just don't like wrapping gloves. Listen, what we're going to talk about is not really my OCD. I'm going to be showing you my last step in cleaning things that are in my sink. The wipes that I live by these jokers, okay? I have to have them. They're not as harsh as Clorox wipes. The Dollar Tree got these during COVID, and they, thank God, haven't stopped making them. I just know one day, since it's never been a regular item in the stores, literally these came out during COVID. I just imagine any day they'll stop. So I live by these. So it's the last thing. I've already cleaned these items, and I have them all sitting out, just kind of waiting to dry on a dish towel. And so these are the last ones that I need to do. So hop back on and just cover a topic. And the topic is the number 7. The number 7. Listen, I hope y'all can hear me over the water. The number 7, I'm going to say, has haunted me for the past, I'm going to say about 10 years. It's the craziest thing. It started before I moved where I'm living now. And so I know it's been 10 plus years. But I just noticed that I was starting to see the number 7 everywhere. Personally, it didn't really bother me, but I noticed it. After 4 or 5 years of it, it started to bother me. I'm like, well, does anybody else in the world always see the number 7? So then I was curious and inquisitive, like, what is this? I want to know, why do I keep seeing this number 7? Is it bad luck, good luck? I mean, my day-to-day life is chaotic and crazy, but no real bad luck has come my way, so I didn't really think it was bad luck, but nothing outstanding and miraculous has happened either, so I don't look at it as good luck. It's just I don't stop seeing it. So when it really started to get on my nerves, I'm gonna just be honest, it started to get on my nerves is when, so we're just cleaning the pad, got some soap, I've already bleached them down, which is why I should have on gloves, and most times I do. When it really starts to get on my nerves, and this is no cap, y'all, when I was watching TV, and no lie, I have witnesses. I've sent stuff to people to let them see how many times in a day I hear the number 7. I could watch 10 different shows in a 24-hour period. And no joke. Everybody had 7 kids. Their daddy was 77. They broke up 7 months ago. They started dating after they went on 7 dates. They done broke up 7 times. They been married 17 years. Y'all, I'm not lying. Then it was kind of like stupid funny to me. I'm like, okay, this is a joke. I'm being pranked. Everybody in the world on The Voice Court, Love and Hip Hop, 90 Day Fiance, every TV show, Steve Wilkos, anything I watch, everybody's story relates to something 7. Does anybody realize that number 2, 4, 8, 12, 19 still exists in the number system, in the numeric system? That's when it started to get on my nerves. I said, okay, so now it's not even personal. Like everybody in the world. So then I started to think, okay, TV, yes, they say certain things is made for good TV. I started to say, babe, listen, this must be made for good TV. I don't know how, and I can't phantom why. Everybody who has a story to tell that producers and production would say, well, just say you've been together 7 years. Just say y'all done broke up 17 times. But that's what it feels like. Because these are different people, different shows, different races, different countries all over the world. And nobody... And I wish I had enough people that I knew would really do a number 7 challenge with me. That you would agree to do it with me. Check how many times you hear the number 7 in a week and to get back at me. Because if it don't happen to you, then again, I know it's the number 7 haunting me. But I would like for everybody in the world to say, girl, me too. Every time I watch TV, somebody say that, because then I won't feel so crazy. So again, that's how it happened. I just kind of started noticing it. And then in between this time frame that I'm talking about, what I also noticed was, well, I didn't notice it, I've always known it, but it dawns on me. Wait a minute. Maybe since you can't really relate it to being something bad, maybe it has something to do with mom's birthday. My mother's birthday is, even though she's no longer here, her birthday will forever be 7/7, July 7th. I'm like, but okay, that could be the significance behind it. But can it mean more than just that? That's my mom's birthday. Got it. Granted. Why I gotta see it on every TV show? Why? It's the craziest thing. So it doesn't make full sense, even if it's related to her birthday. I need it to be something more profound than that. One day I was getting my taxes done, and this lady heard us talking about it inside. We get to the car and she runs out and starts telling me this. I don't remember it because I didn't resonate with what she was telling me, and I'm an energy reader. Her energy didn't seem to be fake, but it was just a huge question mark. Like, why are you here? Why did you leave out of that building, run all the way out to the parking lot to tell us this conversation about, again, it didn't land. It didn't stick with me. It wasn't like something I resonated with. I didn't feel a connection to her. I did for maybe a few seconds, a few minutes, but overall I was like, yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with why I keep seeing the number 7. And she just ran out and said, hey, I heard you in there. And she just started talking to all these different things. Bits and pieces would have made sense related to my life, but the majority of it didn't, so it didn't land. I just think it's different and it's odd. I toggle between weird. Sometimes I get upset, like, can I stop seeing this number? Oh my gosh. Also, I want to talk about how often it's not even accurate. Like, somebody will call me, girl, I heard it was a 7-car wreck on the highway. I'll look the actual news story up and see it on the news. It was 6 cars or 5 cars or 8. I've noticed that as well. I hear the number 7 so often, which is why I think it's something that's supposed to nag the hell out of me. I hear it so often when it ain't even accurate. I can't tell you how many times someone have said something on social media or whatever, and I'll go fact check. It's not 7. It's 6 or 8. So it's almost like it's just comfortable and common for everybody to just drop 7, whether it's accurate or not. Now that I've seen, but I still don't know why it's always falling on my ears and my eyes. I don't know why I keep getting it. Because if it's supposed to mean something, this been 10 plus years. If it's a sign, baby, what we gonna do? Give me the sign at the 27th hour. When am I gonna understand what it's supposed to mean? I don't get it. Does anyone have a number? And I hear other people say, I see 11:11 on the clock all the time and different things. I get it. And I know it happens. But my question is, drop down in the comments. Has it happened so often it's gotten on your nerves? If you a person that see 2 all the time, have you seen 2 for 10 plus years? Seeing it for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, baby, that ain't what we talking about. So I'm just trying to understand, why do I see and hear people drop the number 7 all the time? And I know, it's to the point people won't even say any other number, to the point somebody can say, well, we've been together like 6-7 months. It could be 6 months. They won't just say 6. They got to say 6-7. It could be 8 years. They won't say 8. It's got to be 7-8. They won't even say 8-9. Because if you're going forward in a relationship, you're working your way to the 9th year, the 9th month. They won't say that. It's the month before. Because it's a 7 involved. Y'all, I'll be honest. It literally drives me crazy. It's to the point I don't like the number 7. And I try not to be in that headspace. Because again, it's mama's birthday. I promise you that queen was a 7-7 Cancer, through and through. But I'm like, my mama ain't trying to speak to me from the grave. God knows she ain't. That woman been gone 20-some years. And you know how you hear something, mama ain't never came back all these years and said nothing to me. Now, many moons ago, and we're not going to dig into this third, but I'm going to tap on it. My aunt did when she passed. I was named after her. We had the same birthday, and I was devastated and distraught at 11 years old when that woman died. She came to see me. It was remarkable. We'll talk about it in another video. But yeah, I I don't want somebody to drop down in the comments some cliche type of statement about the number 7. Nah, because the reason I don't want to accept that is because to me, it's something so meaningful to me. It's just me. If anybody else could tell me that, yeah, I'm the same way. I be watching TV and they be 7 months, 17 kids, broke up 7 years ago. Something happened in 2017. Something happened in 1997. A 7 is involved. It's weird. It's so weird. And I don't think anyone can answer why it's happening to me per se, but I'm just sharing it. Like, I just want to know, does anybody else have that strange, odd, weird connection with a number? And did you figure out why? And has it been this? I'm not talking about for a couple of months you keep seeing 11:11 on the clock. You always seeing a number 4. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking 10 plus years. I cannot stop hearing or seeing the number 7. I guarantee if I was to go to my clock right now, it's going to say something 7. Like right now, it's 1:57. That's a minute and 57 seconds is what I was filming just then. What do you mean in my life and why you keep popping up? I want to know. Yeah, and I'm one of those people. I like to understand things. I need to know. Smooch told me years ago, and I didn't realize it's been my life. It's who I am, so you don't always realize things. Other people can point it out. She said, girl, one thing about you, you will not go forward with anything unless you understand it. I'm like, oh, you're so right. That is absolutely, because don't tell me something I don't understand. We're going to talk about it 15 times, not 7, 15 times until I get it. When that light bulb goes off, when it's ding, 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 click, 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 I got it. Oh, I'm not stopping. Or if you ask me or tell me to do something, if I don't understand why I'm doing it, not doing it. Nope, not doing it. Why? And if your why doesn't make sense, definitely not doing it. Yeah. Tell me why, and it's got to make sense. Things have to make sense to me. And it's driving me crazy because this 7 that everyone speaks of, whether it be right or wrong, drives me crazy. Why does everyone say something at 7 when the actual number, I'm telling you, especially the times I fact check and I'm like, why they keep walking around talking about 7 people died when 6 people died in that wreck? Or it could be an off number. 10 people died in that car wreck. Why they keep talking about 7 people? It could be real off sometimes. Usually it's the 6 or the 8. And the person just says 7 instead of the right actual number. I've seen it all. I'm disturbed by it. And y'all probably like, did she really do content talking about the number 7? 10 plus years. Did you hear me? Yes, I did content. I'm tired of the number 7. Don't understand why it's in my life so prevalent. Why? Why? Is it so? It's like overwhelming. It empowers my life. It takes over. And again, I don't want to walk around not liking a number 7 because of it, but there's nothing warm and friendly about it. Sometimes people are inaccurate. They're not right. They're wrong. So it's like, I don't know. It's a weird topic, I know. But if you've been following my channel, I don't do most things. I don't do many things. That's not a little different. I'm the little OCD different chick. Listen, y'all, I'm about to hop off here because I don't wash these wipes. They're drying. All that stuff behind me, I'm about to towel dry all that stuff. Nothing else is at the front door. I got one more thing to wipe. I just looked over there. One bag, one of those napkins. And I'm shutting it down. I'm going to shower and then bed, which means no more content. Bye.
You can fly over an ocean and be like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
So guys, what I'm doing is I've already done some footage that I'm going to edit and post later. But this is the morning of. I did this clip talking about the number 7, the number 7. Why is it every time I'm watching TV, I'm always seeing something about the number 7? So I am posting this to show you that I'm watching Bailing Out Loud, the young lady who's engaged to a guy named Colin, and they are engaged to get married. This is the morning of. This is after I did the content. I did the content last night, guys. Okay. I did the content last night. And here I am already showing Balin's brother, one of them, 17. On the TV 7 hours later. I don't make this up. I make up content. I create the content, but I don't make up what I'm talking about. There's 2 7s in this one. I'm going to go to a different show that I was watching earlier this morning, and I'm going to show you the 7 in that. It's a whole different TV show. I'm telling y'all, I don't make this crap up. After seeing Balin's brother, that's 17, and then the TV screen posted 7 hours later, because this was somewhere between a 7 and 8 hour. Well, they kept saying it was an 8-hour flight, an 8-hour flight. So that's that discrepancy I was talking about. If it was an 8-hour flight, it just turned around to, okay, it's 7 hours later they're landing. So that was one time somebody said 8, but it happened to be that famous number, the infamous 7. So real quick, I'm going to record this. So here we go. Listening to what Balin says next.
I would say that I'm just ready to get off this plane. My legs have been in the same position for like 7 hours.
There it is. That is 3 7s. And you see what that recording is? You see how at the beginning of this, that's the whole show, y'all. That's the whole show right there. I ain't even watched it. That little blue spot you see there is the beginning. In the very beginning, I've heard 3 7s. Her brother's 17, 7 hours later, and she confirms she's been in the same position for 7 hours. I told y'all. This is the craziest part is I did this content last night before going to bed. It's the next morning. I'm still in bed. And that's all I'm getting. And this is the second show I've gotten it. Now I'm going to go flip to the next show and we're going to run it. I'm going to let y'all see. It's something about the number 7. But anyway, we're going to see what we get. Watch this. Let's go to the next show. So I just want to make sure we can see the different shows that I watch. I understand 7s can really happen like this, but it's just weird that I'm always watching the shows I watch and everybody says something about a 7. So now we just got through watching Balin Out Loud, 3 7s. This is the start of this TV show or program, Justice for the People with Judge Millian. And this lady is talking about her 7-year-old niece.
And she trusts me to care.
Okay, this is, you see the blue, that means I've already watched the program. This is still the start of this one. This is the second. They do like 2 cases. They do 2 cases in one filming. So this is the second one. As you see, this is the beginning still. It's still the beginning.
For my niece?
Well, let's prove it. Let's prove it. This is the beginning of this. And at the very start. See?
Rebecca Smith says,
See, he's introducing the case.
You needed to be rescued right away.
Ms. Miller, you're suing your neighbor, Miss.
This is the beginning.
$102 because she smashed your car window. Tell me what happens.
Tell me what happened. So even though you see all that blue, that's because the first case is already played out. This is the second one, the start of it. I don't even get in these programs long before, boom, here it is.
I was babysitting my 7-year-old niece at the time. I babysit her off.
Let me repeat it because I had to hit the volume. Let's repeat. If we can repeat what she says.
Yes, Your Honor. So I was babysitting my 7-year-old niece at the time. I babysit her often for.
There it is, 7-year-old niece. I mean, I get that all these things can happen, but I guess for me, it's like I'm the one always watching these TV shows. And that's all I get. You see the clock. Now, that's very common. You see the clock. That's very common. That if I happen to be focused on it, it's that. Don't get me wrong. There are other times that a 7 is not on the clock. I'm telling you more often, way more often, there's a 7 on the clock. So that's the second show I was watching. Now, we're going to do more. This is the morning of after I talked about the number 7. There's more. We're going to go for it. We're going to try and see if we can get this verbal.
The truth. My brother introduced me to this girl. We had sexual relationships over 6 or 7 times.
Y'all heard me last night talk about it, right? When people have a number, they won't just say 6. It's got to be 6 or 7. They won't just say 8. It's got to be 7, 8. They got to say the 7. I'm like, can people stop saying the number 7? Really, does everything honestly happen in the number 7? So here again, this is another one.
But it kind of happened too fast, real fast. I moved in like 7 months in with him.
Do y'all divorce court? Same case. They had a part 1 and a part 2. I bet you she moved divorce court. I bet you she moved in with him at about 8 months. I bet you it was 8 months. But she said 7. It probably was 6. It's the craziest thing. Yeah. It's the number 7 just follows me. I could just be in bed, reminding my business, watching TV, and I can't stop hearing everybody's story is related to a 7. There's more. All right, guys, this is the last one. This guy decides he wants to ask Judge Starr a question. We are still on divorce court, guys. We're still on divorce court. Same show. Again, this case was so trifling. They had a part 1 and a part 2. So this is the same guy. Listen to his question to the judge and her answer. It's not even his question. Listen to Judge Starr's answer. I can't make this number 7 stuff up.
Yona, are you married?
Yes,
How long have you been married?
7 years.
7 years?
Mm-hmm.
You've been married for 7 years.
I can't make it up. But that's what was said. He asked her, was she married? And I thought she was married longer than 7 years. So the fact that she said 7, I'm like, here we go. Okay, guys, I'm done. That's me giving you proof evidence of how the number 7 is. I gave that exact example. It's every time I hear something, I'm watching TV, I can be talking to somebody, I can be at a restaurant, and somebody can say, yeah, I've been here 7 years. Yeah, I just started 7 days ago. Yeah, I've been here 7 months. Yeah, I was on my last job for 7 years, and then I started here. And I'm like, does anybody ever say any number? It's almost like I forget any other number exists in the world because everybody talk about the number 7. I'm like, I be purposely saying 2, 4, 8, and 6 just to get away from this. Every time I'm watching TV, is this number 7? Okay, guys. Yeah. And I ain't put myself on camera because y'all probably like, what you looking like talking about you still in bed? You'll never know.